You can't recreate what you do in a demo account on a live account, because when it's actual tangible money, your brain does other things. So micro lots, when you're a brand new trader, is I think a little bit more realistic than demo trade, even though your position size is so small that you're making like 5 Rand, 10 Rand on a trade. It's still material and you're learning a lot.
Yeah.
The first rule in investment is don't lose. And the second rule in investment is don't forget the first rule.
The Federal Open Market Committee's overarching focus right now is to bring inflation back down to our 2%.
You're offering us a chance to short this pile of
The most obnoxious group of money-hungry.
Indeed, the global economy is at a delicate moment.
What's your thoughts on the current educators here in South Africa? The other podcasts, the other
Are we throwing shade?
content creators. Look, I mean, that's why we came up with our own podcast, is because, well, I think we felt back then,
and still today,
the content.
there's no voice for South African traders. There's no healthy voice.
Things that were being said.
Yeah, like,
we speak realistic things, realism.
Speak the truth. Don't quit your job and trade, because it's not going to work out. Because once you're depending on the trade to work out for your livelihood, and if you're only going to eat that day if your trade goes well, you're not going to trade with a clear mind. You're not going to be like water.
Yes.
It's going to take time to be good at trading and to eventually get to the point where you can be a career trader. That's going to be a decade career trader.
Yes.
That's me.
Okay.
My opinion, career trader, where you can quit your job, you need at least 10 years of experience in the market.
And you need a lot of money.
And you need a lot of money.
Think of it this way.
So, side hustle, for sure. Like micro side hustle.
What's a
and if you're
doable amount? A living amount that's what, 100K?
Yeah.
A month? 200K? Okay.
These days.
Okay. So on 10 million, okay, let's just use $1 million. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Let's say realistically, okay, banks do on average around 10% a year returns. Okay.
That's in those portfolios, those investment portfolios, high risk, low risk. Yeah.
So you
like
give the bank your cash, you're getting about 10% on a bar.
Yeah.
Maybe even less. Maybe it's around 8%. But let's work on 10%.
Yeah.
So on a bar, you're getting 100,000 that year.
A year.
Okay. If you took that 1 mil and you put it into a trading account and you started trading, and realistically, you're only looking to extract 5% a month. Okay. On a bar, you're going to get 50,000. Okay. That's how much, assuming you hit that target of 5%,
targets.
okay, that's something livable.
Yeah.
But inflation is going to bring your bar or your 1 million eventually down. Your 1 million is not going to be worth the same next year. So you still have to trade so that your 1 mil still keeps up with inflation and keeps up with the valuation of the rand, the devaluation of the rand, sorry. So now let's work on 10 million, okay? 10 million, you're doing 5% a month.
Yes.
Okay? 500,000. Now it makes sense.
Yes.
Or even like 2 to 3%, 200 to 300,000 a month, or maybe even 1%.
Yeah. 1%. 1% you can live off that. Yeah.
Yeah. 100,000.
So the amount you put in determines how risk averse you can be.
And you can trade.
Yes.
You can trade, and you're doing low risk trading, and you just have access to more capital, or your equity is far greater, that it literally reduces your risk. So
tremendously, because you can weather out bigger storms. Incredible.
Yeah. So going back to what you said, your statement, yes, psychology, all that, but have a nice, healthy size account. And when I first started out my career in this industry, there was a guy that traded full time.
Yes.
But he traded with 20 million at that time. This was like just when COVID happened.
Okay, you're right.
20 million. And he was doing exactly this.
Mm.
His
3%.
risk, his risk was far less. And he was making decent cash every month. He was extracting every month 150,000, 200,000. He the only requirement he had was tight spread.
Mm.
That's the only requirement he had.
That makes sense.
And
Because-
he wasn't even risking much.
Yeah, I mean at that amount, you're not going to blow an account if you're risking 3% on a trade. So you
Or even
need a
like-
healthy amount if you wanna trade full time. So 10 million if you want to trade full time. Small side hustle. You need an account of 200K.
I mean, what's your living expense per month is what you have to ask yourself.
Or what extra expenses you want to take care of with
Yes.
trading.
Yeah.
Be it your Netflix subscription. That's a nice way to look at trading. Let's say you want to cover all of your subscriptions that you have to pay for. Now that you have to pay for an AI subscription as well, apparently. Everybody needs Claude. Everybody needs ChatGPT. Everybody needs, I don't know, what else? Gemini. Because now you need those subscriptions as well. So if you want to cover all of your subscriptions monthly, let's say that adds up to like $500.
Those AI platforms word our emails, okay?
Yeah.
Those strongly worded emails comes from sponsored by ChatGPT.
Sponsored by ChatGPT. I think that's that's what I should sign off with my email signature from now on. Sponsored by ChatGPT. So let's say you want to make 500 Rand a month to cover your, or 1,000 Rand a month is doable with
it's money you didn't have.
It's money you didn't have.
But you know where people go wrong? It's not enough.
It's never enough.
1,000 Rand is not enough. Or, well, based on the initial capital that they have, because I mean, you need equity.
But that's 12,000 a year. That's an extra. That's an extra half a salary, I guess.
But people don't treat it like that. They don't treat it as a, if you are let's scale it down a bit. If you're dropping in 10,000 Rand to initially start, to make your 1,000 Rand every month.
Yeah.
Okay, to make 5% a month, 500 Rand. To make that 500, you're dropping in 10,000. Okay.
Yeah.
People want to double the 10,000. That's where
you blow accounts. Yeah.
Going back to the influencers and educators currently, they have these unrealistic, they provide unrealistic advice.
Yeah. And promote unrealistic expectations of where trading
Whilst
can get you.
You can double accounts. It comes with high risk.
Yeah. Because they keep sprinkling in these stupid stories about, I have a cousin who put this much in NASDAQ and he could retire his mom now.
Yes, just bought my mom a C63.
A C63.
Or a G-Wag.
So once you go into trading with that mindset and that
you've already failed.
You've already failed because you're trying too hard. You're doing too much, man.
Yeah.
Calm down. Doing too much. You need to learn first.
Yeah.
So my advice to brand new traders, because I don't believe in demo accounts.
Yes. Got to pay the school fees.
Your emotions account for at least 50% of your trading skills.
Yes.
And if you take away that completely, in a demo account, people are making mad success. They're like, you can't recreate what you do in a demo account on a live account, because when it's actual tangible money, your brain does other things. So micro lots, when you're a brand new trader, is I think a little bit more realistic than demo trade. Even though your position size is so small that you're making like 5 Rand, 10 Rand on a trade, it's still material and you're learning a lot.
Yeah.
And you feel a little bit, because if you lose 30 Rand on a trade, you also think about like what 30 Rand you could have gotten a chocolate.
Yeah.
You lost the chocolate. Now it feels a little like there's something there. If it's a demo, it's like whatever. This is just numbers.
Yeah.
So drop 10,000 in micro lot trade for like a year.
Yeah, get into the habit and consistency of growing an account.
Yeah. And if you're into it after a year of doing micro lots, because this is what happens. People are like, okay, I've done micro lots for 2 weeks and I've been killing it. So I'm just going to increase the size.
Yes.
And then that's how you blow accounts.
Yep.
Be strict with yourself. Like a degree, you study for 3 years to get a basic bachelor's, right?
Yes.
Why not give yourself the same amount of time in trading? I'd say 3 years, but people don't have the patience for 3 years. Do 1 year of micro lot, 10,000 in your account trading. Don't withdraw anything. And then see if you're really into this.
Yeah.
And you're going to see it through. Otherwise, it's not for you.
And also something that I always tell people, the market does not care if you need to pay your rent, if you have a car installment that you need to trade for, if you need to pay even your ChatGPT account, the market does not care about you or your problems.
Yeah.
So you trade the opportunities that the market presents to you. And
on that, I've heard a lot of stories. I'm not sure you've experienced it when you previously worked at a brokerage. People coming to the office and being like, is there any way I can get my money back?
Yeah.
I've heard so many of those stories, like, and I've seen it on Twitter as well. Like, is there no way I can just go to the broker and just be like, can we undo that whole thing and just get the money back? Like,
yeah. And a lot of times, back when I worked at my first brokerage, we had this trader that used to trade for people, and he used to promise a lot to his clients. That's how he raised a lot of money. But anyways, eventually this one lady came to me and she's like, listen, I'd like to put my withdrawal. But I said, there is no money left. He blew it all. And she's like, no, please, I deposited 5,000. I would like my 5,000 rand back. And I said, listen, he blew the money. He blew the account.
It's not a game. It's not a... It's
and
real.
it was back and forth for a while. But yeah, you're absolutely right. People make the wrong choices and then they want to come back and they don't know
they
want their help.
how this works. They don't know that this is real.
Yeah.
And it's not just it's different because also we're talking about CFD trading right now. The easy equities, can you explain the difference between CFD trading with margin and leverage compared to easy equities trading where you actually buying a thing?
Okay.
Because that's the confusion. When you talk of trading, then people think that you're buying the stock and you're going to sell at a later point and you own like a piece of the company.
So I can. I have my own thoughts on easy equities.
Yes.
Or are you referring to the company Easy?
No. I'm just referring to that style of trading. That's a different type.
Buying an actual stock.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so there's no ownership. Trading a CFD product, you don't have any ownership. You don't take delivery of the stock. You don't have a certificate. Most brokers would issue you with a certificate. You don't have that with a CFD product. Whereas with an actual equity, also a CFD isn't an asset.
Yes.
Owning or taking ownership or delivery of an actual stock of an equity, that's an asset that you can hold. You'll probably pay broker fees on it.
That's the type of thing you can just hold, and it's your grandfather's style trading. Like he bought stocks and you just put it and you just forgot about it, and then later
and it's not leveraged. So if you're dropping in or if you're buying maybe 100 shares of company X, and they valued or the share at the time of you purchasing was $100,
and it's gone up to 150.
Yeah, you haven't really made much.
You made $50.
Yeah, because it's like a 1-to-1.
Yeah.
However,
to get to $50, there's a lot of movement that the market made.
So you have ownership. you get paid dividends as well when you own the actual equity. You get paid dividends based on the company's performance for the year. You won't have any decision making in the company though. You won't have you will be invited to like a public shareholders meeting, but you won't be part of board decisions and that sort of stuff unless you
buy like
the actual unless you're a majority or you own a substantial amount of shares in the company, then you have voting rights.
Right. Because I think people get very confused typically when starting in the trading journey. Is they also conflate it with something like a Luna, where you're buying a crypto and then you just like you're buying it and then you have it and you can sell whenever it's at a higher price or a lower price. Whereas CFD trading, you are taking basically a bet on where price is going to go.
Yes. Well, yeah, with stocks, the actual equity, you can only long the market. You cannot short the market.
Yes, you can't short the market.
With CFDs, you can short, you can long and short, which helps. So there's pros and cons to both, to answer your question. There's pros and cons to both. CFDs, you're able to manage your risk much more, you're more versatile to managing your risk. You're able to short the market. You're able to put in your stop losses, your take profits.
You're able to make a lot more.
Yeah, your instructions. It's leveraged. What other? It's far cheaper to trade a CFD than to buy and hold an equity. However, the
drawbacks.
Yeah, the cons to CFDs is that it's leveraged, so it's a double-edged sword. You can lose a lot of money, especially if your broker doesn't have negative balance protection.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And that can run you a very, very, very large bill. Yeah. With actual equities, you don't get that. It's not that. What you've dropped in to buy that stock. Also a con for CFDs is swap fees.
Oh yes, swap
fees can really eat into your capital or into your returns.
So that's why you can't. It's not really a long-term
equities thing. No swap fees.
No swap fees. Yes. See, this is good to know. This is very good to know for a lot of people.
Yeah,
for sure. And then there's a lot of going back to South Africa's trading landscape and the loudest voices in trading in South Africa, I feel, and correct me if I'm wrong, it's very heavy in the Forex side of things. It's very Forexy.
Yeah.
Forex traders make up most of South African traders.
I think it's changed. I think initially when you and I started, it was very FX driven.
Yeah.
And then it moved over to indices and gold and commodities. And don't you think?
I think so.
I think right now, most traders are either trading an index.
Yes.
Or they're trading gold.
Yes, there's a lot of indexes lately. Yes, and gold.
But
the conversation, yeah.
If I look at what was back when I was at my previous brokerage, what was mostly traded, it was the like DAX or NASDAQ or the Dow, or it was an index. Or, Eurodollar was also part of the top 5 traded in
very
instruments.
Popular. Eurodollar is so popular.
Yeah, so
it has changed a lot more broader spectrum opinions and conversations. Yeah. Do you find a lot of people showing P&Ls of demo accounts on socials?
A lot.
It ropes people in then.
Yeah, I mean, this is why we're here, This is why we're here. We want to showcase live accounts. We want to not, like I said, we're going after a mature audience, yeah.
Definitely. And
we're not going after the we don't want to be parading around in our
for sure.
Let me not comment.
No, but I'd like to take this opportunity to actually summarize my trading journey
Yeah.
from start to finish real quick so
Yeah.
that everything about me as a trader is out there. So you don't have to be wondering like, oh, is he a hotshot trader or is he just a grifter? So I'm going to take it back to 2020. 2020, my brother's showing me his trading account because he started getting into trading from a friend that he met. And he made 13,000 Rand in like 2 weeks.
Yep.
And I was like, that's amazing. What? That's 30. And that's 13,000 Rand.
If your brother's friend didn't have the conversation with your brother, we would have never met.
We would have never met. Yeah, that's true. Exactly. Oh, crazy, right? How
I'm
the
happy
universe
the brother,
works.
Yeah, I'm happy the brother. I'm happy the friend's brother,
Had
brother's friend,
brother's friend.
had the conversation with the brother.
Yes. And I found it
Here
to
we
be,
are.
yeah, and here we are. Thank you. Kismet. Kismet is there. So he had that conversation. And then my brother started trading. And it was with one of these, he found a guru. It's always how things start.
Always a
This guru said, just trade whatever I trade.
Yes.
Do exactly what I do, and then you'll make money. And that's how he made the 13,000 because this guy would WhatsApp him like trade NASDAQ, long 5 positions. And then my brother would just follow his advice. And then eventually my brother went a bit off course and tried his own kind of thing. And then at that time I was 20, I was young. So it was a lot of money. And I was like, wow, that's incredible. I can just like rather just trade all the time. But then I also was pretty scared of trading. So I then saw him making money. I was also like kind of into it. I dropped in like 5,000 Rand and traded here and there to try and see how this whole thing goes. And we made like 100 Rand. And I was like, wow, this is exciting. Then I stopped trading for a bit. And then this accountant friend told me to look at Sasol. And I was like, oh, cool. Let me look at Sasol. And it was down in COVID times when oil took a massive dive. So then Sasol took a massive dive with it. Then that was the first time I started like putting bigger lot sizes was when I looked at Sasol and I had no knowledge. I didn't really know anything about fundamentals and technical analysis and all of that. The first time I met you was at a class that brokerage was putting on for people to understand technical analysis. So at that point, I didn't really know much about trading. And I just saw that the price is all the way here. Surely it's going to go back to 350 where it was. And I did a little calculation where I was like, if I put in 20 lots of Sasol and it gets to 350, that's 1.2 million. So I'm going to ride out this whole, that was my plan. That was my master plan. So I put in 20 lots of Sasol and then I got a little greedy because I was not willing to wait. I was like, the money's on the table, let me take it. So then I made like 180K. Then I made like 50K. Then I made like big chunks out of Sasol every now and then. And then eventually I got fed up with Sasol when I took a massive loss because I was just trying to hodl. You know the classic term, hold to the moon.
Yeah.
And Sasol went sky high and then took a massive plunge.
Quick one, just whilst we're on Sasol.
Yes.
What's Sasol currently doing now with the oil?
Now low again. So it's a time for round 2 of Mateen's master plan. Yeah.
I thought it would have like went up. As oil went up.
I think now it's gone up again, but the last like year, it's taken a massive dive. I think because of the projects that they have in America.
Fair.
Lake Charles. So then I decided to diversify. I was like, I'm not doing Sasol anymore. I'm going to try something new because Sasol's getting a bit choppy for me. So at that point, I was on then I felt like a hot shot because in my account, I grew like 10K to like 300 to 400. I think I was on 400K. Yeah. With Sasol. And I thought I was the bee's knees.
Yes.
And I was like, this is easy. I had no risk management. I was just like buying and hoping. Yes. So I decided to diversify from Sasol. Yep. And I went into the DAX. And then I was just like playing around. Yep. And I was catching that bull rally that happened post-COVID, the post-COVID rally. So, and that was an easy, bull markets are pretty easy to trade, and I also had zero risk management. And then I worked that account up to like 600, 700K. Then came a massive drawdown in DAX, and I was holding on to a short position while I was also longing, because I was like, surely what must go up must come down. But then it kept going up.
Yep.
Then the brokerage that I was with wanted to change over to a different like book. So I had to close that losing position and reopen it, which messed me up psychologically. So I then started revenge trading.
That actually messed me up as well. I don't know how that like. I still don't get it.
I still don't understand, because it's the same position essentially.
Because you went, so they didn't open you at the price that you were at.
They did.
They did?
They did. So, but it just like
this was on the DAX.
Psychologically, I closed a losing position.
Was this on the DAX? Or
this was on the DAX.
What price did you close at?
I can't remember. It was in 2022.
Okay.
2022.
But I still don't get it. I don't think they opened you. So if you open the position at 5,000, for example.
Okay, so there was two positions, and my drawdown was like 400K. So I was in the negative. The big red negative 400K was on my screen.
Okay.
And if I had to close the position, it means that I'm taking that loss of 400K. But then I'm reopening the same position after they do the changeover.
Yes.
But psychologically, I've made peace with taking that loss and moving on.
Okay.
So now my account is at 200K, and I'm like, okay, now we rebuild. And I didn't actually hold those two positions, because I'm like, I'm going to just let them go.
Yes.
Instead of reopening it and then leaving it again to correct. Which then Murphy's Law, Russia-Ukraine happened, and I got the drop that I was waiting for.
Yes.
But I wasn't in the positions anymore.
Yes.
But I had revenge traded NASDAQ, because I was like, okay, I'm not going to be bearish anymore. I'm going to be bullish. And I took longs, and then, that happened. So then I took then I lost the 200K, but I also kept putting margin into my account.
Yes.
To like keep the positions alive. And then it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And I think in total, that 2023 to 2024, end of 2024 nightmare of a trading time cost me 1.4 million rand, basically. That's what I lost. So I'm still working off that debt now.
Well, this is clawback.
This is clawback. So this is clawback. This is to show you that when you are Mr. Hotshot Trader, nobody can touch me. I can't do no wrong.
Because you were one of the best traders back then we won't mention the name, but at that brokerage.
I got invited to the events, and
you were one of the best from what I saw.
Thank you.
You were.
And it was going well for so long. But it shows you that you can do so many good trades and as soon as you start revenge trading,
yes,
and as soon as you start making bad decisions, it only takes one bad trade to wipe out 3 years of good trading.
Yes.
And then it's a domino effect, because then that bad trade you'll start. It's like a vicious cycle.
Yeah.
Because then I'm like, I need to work all of that back now, because I felt so good at that point. How am I going to live with myself if I don't get back to that point?
Yes.
So then the healthy thing I did after losing all of that money is take like a year-long break from trading in 2025 for my mental health.
Yes.
Because, you get to a dark place. Definitely needed. There was some dark thoughts on the table at the time, obviously, because
yes,
you feel like,
I mean, as a man, you do feel
it's the only way out.
Yeah, you feel like
your inherent value is tied to.
I've lost everything. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I've lost everything, and it's game over.
Yeah. in the moment, you
Yeah.
feel like I've lost. This game over. I'm never gonna. But
We
At
should actually
28,
we should do an episode on mental health.
we should definitely do an episode on mental health. At 28, because also this is another thing. I had this massive, this lofty goal, this arbitrary goal, where I was like, I need to be a millionaire by 30 years old.
Yes.
And so I even put in my calendar when I was supposed to be a millionaire.
Yeah.
And so that also was like, no, I'm never going to be a millionaire at 30 because I lost all this money.
Yes.
Now I have to make 2.4 million in a span of 2 years to be a millionaire at 30. And I'm like, this goal, and I was so close. I was on 600K. Why can't I just go back in time and not take those bad positions?
Yes.
It's like this horrible, horrible spot. Because like at one point I was like, yo, I'm the man. Nothing can touch me. And I think it's a very important lesson to learn at that age rather
You
than
still have
later.
a month to go.
I know.
You still have a month to go.
You know my birthday.
So you literally, actually, you have 29 days to go.
I have 29 days to
28
hit my
days.
goal.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I've got this.
So, I mean,
I've got this.
yeah.
It was going well.
Sorry. I'm not saying he's not a millionaire already.
I'm not. Not a millionaire. I'm not trying to sell dreams, but
Very modest of you to say.
yay.
Very modest of you to say.
But it's only with trading that I'll probably get back at it
yeah.
realistically, because I'm also passionate about this.
Well, look, I mean, you did hit it. I mean, you were 1.4 mil down
That's
at
true.
some point. So
Yeah.
you did hit it. It's just,
The valuable thing is,
yeah.
I'd rather have learned that when I was
Yes.
28 than when I'm at like 40 something
Yes.
and I have kids and now
Yes.
their school fees
Yes.
is in this.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the grand scheme of things, 1.4 million isn't like a lot.
No.
Like,
Well, I mean, a few years from now, you're going to laugh about it.
yeah, I'm laughing
I'm
about
sure-
it now.
yeah.
Really,
Oh, there you go.
yeah, I am laughing about it now because I don't know who I would have been if things carried on doing well.
Yep.
I might have been really cocky. I might have been an asshole, and then probably pushed a lot of
Yeah,
people
you're a
away.
very sweet person.
But it's good. It's good. It's a good lesson to learn young.
Yeah.
And so now I'm trading much more healthy
Mm-hmm.
with the tools that I have because of that experience is invaluable. It's worth more than 1.4 million.
Yeah.
And the knowledge of the market, because in the trenches you learn so much about the market.
Yes.
Like it was day in and day out. I think I told you this on our on our one episode where market open on Monday morning at 1 a.m. till market close on Friday evening at 10 o'clock. I was basically glued to the screen.
God.
Yeah, it was awful. Like I had maybe my actual job stuff happening on the screen, but then it would always be there. And then US Open, things were much more volatile. So I had to be like glued to it so that I'd manage these positions and these losses. And like I was not a person. Like I didn't go out in the week. I didn't go anywhere. It was just in my house. If I was watching Netflix, it would just have to be there as well.
Shit.
The whole time. And like the adrenaline of, and then like day-to-days were awful for me. NFP, CPI.
Shit.
I'd have to sometimes take leave for the day because like I need to be so focused. No meetings can happen. CPI day, because those moves, I don't know if you remember the type of moves we'd get on CPI where it would whip like,
The checkmate moves.
yes, those like mad things where it
Yes.
would go high and then plummet down
Yes.
within seconds. The algo trading.
Because it's a liquidity sweep, isn't
Yeah.
it? It's a liquidity grab.
And then I don't know if you remember Jackson Hole, Fed Powell's speech,
Yes,
Jackson Hole
yes.
2024. And I remember being with friends that day and being like, the market's going to be fine. He started speaking and everything went to hell. And I was just like in my friend's company, but I was a zombie and they were trying to talk to me. And I was like, leave me alone. Like
Yes.
I'm dying over here. And I was such an asshole. I was just like ignoring everyone.
Yeah. But look, let's save some for our mental health
Let's save.
episode.
Sorry. Trauma dumping over here.
No, look, I mean, it's normal. Yeah. It's not, but I think,
I don't want to give the impression
Yeah.
that we've only seen success,
yeah,
me and you.
no. Far from it.
Because if you're getting losses, just know that it's normal. And it's not a reflection on you and your skill as a trader and your value as a human being. Just take the loss, move on. Don't revenge trade.
Yeah.
Keep it moving.
Agreed.
Just keep swimming. What do you trade? Like, what's your go-to?
Well, for the last 2 months, yeah, gold. Prior to that, NASDAQ,
So NASDAQ and gold's your main things.
The only reason why I've been looking at gold now recently is because it's just been going to the moon. But and
it's
also
nice and practical and tangible. It's like AI can't replace gold and metals. That's my another reason why I'm bullish on commodities.
Yeah.
Lorenzo.
Yes.
Mr. Lorenzo.
Talk to me.
I need to know why you got into trading in the first place and brokerage.
Okay. Trading in the first place. I think all brokers or BDMs start out trading themselves. 10 years ago, for all of us in this room, we all wanted to be stockbrokers. We all wanted to be the Wolf of Wall Streets. We all wanted to be the big shorts, the boiler rooms. We wanted to be in those sort of environments. And that's exactly what happened for me. I wanted to be in that sort of environment. So I learned how to trade first. Well, I tried to learn how to trade because
with a course like Greg Secker vibes?
No, something very informal.
Okay.
Not well structured, but yeah, that's how I started off, and I got picked up by a broker, and one thing led to another, and I started climbing.
How long were you trading before the broker saw that you were good at this?
2 years, I think.
And mostly Forex at that point, or
2 years, yeah. So, trader's journey, I always talk about this, mostly starts off with Forex. You have Forex, you have then indices, maybe gold, and then probably gold. And then you're looking at like more exotic things like crypto, stocks. And that's exactly what happened to me. I started off trading Forex. I failed at it. I remember I used to trade Euro dollar and I used to trade Euro AUD. And
interesting. Nobody ever talks about that.
Yeah, I traded mostly those two pairs. Yeah, and I moved on to trading indices, gold. Got my heart broken. And then crypto, stocks, and then you dabble. You come across opportunities. Like for example, your Sasol opportunity. You come across certain
once in a lifetime.
Yeah, certain you hear certain whispers in the market, and you're like, okay, cool.
Is that what made being part of a brokerage really important for you? Is being close to this world in a way that being a casual trader doesn't really lend itself to?
Not at all.
Then why the brokerage of all things?
Well, and I'm being honest. One, I love trading.
Yes.
Two, I love selling.
Aha.
So it went hand in hand, and
sell me this pen.
Yeah. So, and I love money as well. So
don't we all?
Yeah. So that's why I got into it. I'll be honest, there's no soppy story about how I wanted to help people in their trading. No, I really did want to. I was passionate about trading, and I was passionate about earning, and that went hand in hand. But over the years, or what eventually happened was I started building relationships with people. I started caring about my clients, and I started caring about their trading activity and what they were trading. And I'd not mentor, but I'd they had someone to talk to. Let's put it that way. Most brokers in South Africa, or international brokers as well, you don't have someone to really talk to.
It's true. You have a very good way about engaging with your clients.
Yeah, you build relationships and
Very comforting, very informative.
yeah.
Anybody can ask you anything about the trading side of things. And also, I'm sure you've learned so much about regulation and certification and everything that a broker needs to not be dodgy.
Yeah, regulations, especially here in South Africa, it's a tedious thing to go through. The watchdog or the regulator, and we should also do an episode on this eventually, but the watchdog here in South Africa, I don't think they really understand our product that well.
I see.
So it's don't get me wrong,
But that's an issue for smaller brokerages trying to just come in, grab a bunch of money and dip.
Well, don't get me wrong, like the FSCA license, the Cat 1 license, is one of the it's not the most prestigious license to have, but it is one of the most prestigious licenses globally. Yeah, I think a prestigious other than the FSCA would be like an FCA, which is the UK license, or an ASIC license. So yeah, I mean, I know a lot about the regulations here in South Africa and compliance, and I used to always get shouted at by compliance all the time.
Why?
Because I didn't really do things the compliant way.
The compliant way.
Yes.
Shortcuts.
Have you watched Not Ballers? What's that movie with Bobby Axelrod? Billions.
No, I haven't watched it.
You have to watch
I need
Billions.
to watch Billions now.
You have to, if you
Speaking
enjoy.
of prescribed reading, it's the movies, you touched on it earlier, the trading movies that gets you pumped for this stuff. You mentioned Wolf of Wall Street, Big Short.
Yeah.
Trading Places. That's more of a comedy one.
The Boiler Room.
The Boiler Room.
Yeah.
Which is the one with Charlie Sheen. And there's that other one. I'll find it.
Yeah, there's quite a few that you can watch, but yeah, I mean,
the one with Gordon Gekko.
That's my background on me. Two things, yeah.
You wouldn't look back.
I love the markets.
You wouldn't do if you're making a significant amount as a career trader. Would you still be with a brokerage? Would you open your own brokerage? Like, what's the vision for Lorenzo?
Yeah, at some point I'd wanna take on my own risk or set up my own shop. Yeah, eventually. But you need a lot of money or working capital to establish a broker. It's
but the passion is there on that side of the fence, on the not just the being a trader side, being the enabler for trading in the country. That's quite cool. Yeah. I don't think there's a difference between you and I. I don't think I see myself being that side of this world that much.
You would prefer
I just trade.
Yeah.
And be a trader guy.
Yeah, like, I mean, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's really nothing wrong with that. And
it's a good balance.
Yeah. I think you have to be very, very, very extroverted and very entrepreneurial, like, to do the brokerage, and to be a trader, a full-time trader, you have to be very, very your mindset has to be on point. Your psychology, mindset, you have to be very, very, very disciplined. So yeah, there's you have to have some really strong characteristics to be a full-time trader, in my opinion, I think, which you do have. Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
And you have to have really nice hair too.
Check.
You can see that you're not stressed enough because that hair.
There was a point I was pulling it out.
No. Looks good.
Thank you. Yeah, I've had my fair share of gray hair days, but that's cool. That's cool to know that you've got the passion for the under the hood of trading, which makes me feel like I'm in good hands because somebody has to do that stuff.
Yeah, and I think we complement each other in the sense that, we bring different perspectives or two different perspectives that are very important.
Yes, exactly. It's true. It's true.
I mean, and that's why we want to, take this knowledge and part with it. And
we know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
Seen more than a thing or two, but yeah.
How many NFP days are under your belt now?
Oh,
it's too many. We'll have a calculator.
There's many that I've observed. There's not many that I've traded.
Yeah, they're tough to trade. They're fun to trade. I think a test of one's trading salt is how many NFP days you've traded and been successful on.
Another topic for another day.
Yeah.
But let's bring it up on the next episode, or not the
next episode.
But I think we should actually really unpack what's the hype with trading fundamentals. But this is for another episode.
Yes, coming soon. What is the hype with trading fundamentals? Is it the volume? Is it the whip? Is it the camaraderie? Because sometimes trading's a lonely game, and you want to feel like everyone's now trading with you in the world.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, another thing, we are planning on doing live trading on YouTube and Twitter Spaces, so you can tune into that down the line. We'll announce it so that you can see what we do.
Well, I think that's a wrap.
Thank you.
Got to know more about me and who I am and my background and why I'm here today. And
one last thing.
What? Yeah, tell me.
That's another big thing. Your tertiary education. What kind of do you need anything formal for this?
Yeah, you do.
Stuff?
Well, I mean, if you're gonna go down the regulated route and you want to, I don't know, maybe eventually be a KI, or you want to maybe give advice to your clients, you do need to get your RE5s.
Okay.
You start off with your RE5, and then if you're going to become like a key individual, then you'd go for your RE3. And you also would need an approved degree. So not like a psychology degree or like, I think you'd need like something along a BCom or a financial degree.
This would be relevant, obviously.
Yeah. And then you need to have been under supervision for a bit. So yeah.
Okay, so you can't just go in and be like, I've traded for 3 years. I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So far, I've been under supervision for the required number of years.
Watching you.
Yeah. And I think right now, well, if I decide to pursue the KI route or maybe actually make it a full-blown career, then I'd probably have to go get my degree, or get some CPD points. However, if I just want to provide advice or give advice, then just an RE5 is fine. Cool.
Thank you.
That
did answer my question.
Okay. Well, we'll see each other
next week.
this time.